Hello. It is hello. It is May. I'm sorry. It is February. February 16th. February 17th, rather. It's Wednesday morning. It's about 7, a little bit after 7 a.m. And it's actually it's about 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, and the we're in the pre-market session. And just to give you a little update, if you've been following the futures at all, you know that the Nasdaq is the laggard this morning. It's down, not a considerable amount, but it is down about 15 points. While the Dow and the S&P are slightly higher. Hasn't been a whole lot of movement overnight. Did have some movement higher initially, and I was pretty happy with that. But then since then we've pulled back some, and so my losses have pretty much gone back to where they were at market close of Tuesday, yesterday. However, here's the 1 minute chart, the Nasdaq, and the 15-minute chart of the Nasdaq, and you see it had gotten all the way up to where I was at break even on this trade. Now it's pulled back, so there's still a good possibility that I could end up profiting today, or it could go the other way. Just never know. All right, so there's I'm down $289 on this trade. I'll probably be holding it for a while. I see no reason to sell my contracts at this point. This is what gold's been doing. Looks like it's on the rise. It's still below 1800. It says 1792.7. Did dip as low as the low 1780s. So the sell-off in gold continues, but getting a little bit of bump here. S&P looks quite similar to the Nasdaq, and the Dow micro E-minis have been my soldiers. They're now in the positive for me, for my account, with me up 20, $30. But it is in positive territory now. So S&P and Dow for my contracts are positive. The RTY, or Russell 2000, I'm still down on that, but that's trended higher, so I'm down, but less down about $670 there. Now I did want to show you one little discussion I wanted to have about watching people trade online or through whatever media they might trade and share with the public. You have to be aware. Now I don't know what people do behind the scenes, but it's just important to be aware that you may not necessarily see the entire picture of what's going on in their financial world. I've been showing you my futures trading, and believe me, everything I show is just for entertainment or for you to get whatever you want out of it. I'm not making any recommendations to buy or sell any commodities, futures, or any kind of investments or trading whatsoever. That's not my purpose. and I'm not even trying to suggest that I'm an expert at this. I'm the guy who lives next door to you who's trading, and you're just wondering how they're doing with their investments or trading accounts. So I just share my trading experience. Hopefully, at some point, people will have enough interest to watch. I think what I do is a little bit unique in that I do a lot of tracking of my accounts after hours, and I occasionally trade after hours. And a lot of people at the end of the trading day, they pretty much turn off the financial news. They may keep it on to hear about some earnings reports after hours, but then after that, they're done for the day, done with trading, and they may not even think about it again until the next day. Well, yeah, I see a lot of stuff happening after hours, a lot of movement in the markets after hours, and you can miss out on a lot. If you tend to trade every day and close out your accounts at the end of the day, if you're a trader, you can miss a lot in the after hours if you're not trading in the after hours. Sometimes you get some really dramatic moves, and if you're on the right side, you may benefit. If you're on the wrong side, you may have the opportunity to get out before things get really ugly. But what I want to talk about just for a minute here is that you need to be careful when you follow what someone advises or some of these online gurus. Now, I don't know any details about how they run their business or what they share in their accounts. If what they're sharing is legitimate, reflects all of their accounts, or just the account that they feature in their business. I have no way of knowing that. But what I want to convey to you is that you have no way of knowing that either. For instance, I share, how I'm doing in this particular futures account, and I show that I'm trading real money. That's my margin, that's my account values, and it's a real money account. I get nothing out of trading the simulated accounts. I just, to me, the simulating trading is almost like playing a video game. You may get a little thrill out of it, but in the long run, you're not really that attached to it. It's not. Well, some people are really into their video games, but simulated trading, for me, that experience does not, I find no benefit other than learning the technical means of placing trades, or maybe you want to set up your stops, practice setting up trailing stops, or if you just want to simply learn the features of a trading platform. Simulated trading is fine for that. And I did some simulated trading for a while, but really in terms of it benefiting me when it comes to trading real money, the trading real money is for me is a totally different experience. You have the impact that it has on you emotionally is so significantly different when your hard-earned money is on the line when you place a trade. that it just doesn't compare. Simulated trading just doesn't compare to me, and I, I, um, so I don't That's why I like the micro E-mini so much, because you can trade without devastation from drastic moves in the market, whereas with the regular the E-minis, the E-minis that are not micro E-mini futures, the E-minis, which only a few years ago, that's all they had. I mean, they just started the micro E-minis recently. But the E-mini futures, boy, it did not take but a few futures contracts to make or break your account with, with a big move in the market. And so the micro E-minis are much more trader friendly for the novice trader. They make a lot more sense because it allows you to buy several contracts. That way you can leg in and out of contracts, which is a great way to trade. And that way you can take profits and still be in the trade. Okay. But one thing I want to share, just to let you know that you have to be careful when you're watching other people trade, and you decide that, wow, this person's really doing well. Their account just keeps going up and up, and they're making a lot of money. And I tell you, you watch some of these folks on YouTube these days, and they're moving huge amounts of money per trade. It's just, I get amazed at what they show in their videos. And personally, they're just out of my league. And when someone's making millions of dollars in a matter of weeks, days to weeks to months, that's just beyond what I can handle. I'd love to get to that level at some point. I don't think I'll get to that level just by watching their videos. And you have to be careful. I mean, do you know for sure that they're trading real money? Are they trading a simulated account? Are they proving to you that they're trading a real money account? To me, I don't know. That's just one thing. The other thing is, are you seeing all of their accounts? I mean, maybe they're sharing one account with you, but they've got several other accounts that are, making their trades kind of even out. Maybe they're playing both sides. You could easily have a protective put that no one knows about in another account. And I want to show you an example. For instance, I was telling you how I purchased my my NASDAQ futures. I went from two contracts to five, which for my account is a significant number of contracts. Now, what I didn't share with you was that when I bought those fourth and fifth contracts that are long the micro NASDAQ E-mini, micro E-mini contracts, I bought those three contracts yesterday. When I bought the last two, I bought them kind of close together. But what I did for protection, because the entire day we were in a downtrend, and I was hoping that I was buying those contracts at a bottom, but I knew it was more than likely it wasn't a bottom. So what I did in another account, and I'll show you, I'll glance at another account that I have. This is my options account, because FOS stands for futures, options, and stock trading. So I have positions in Airbnb, Neo, Tesla, just small positions, real small positions. And I also have some VXX. So I bought VXX as protection, not many, just a few handful of shares, because VXX tends to go down. But I'll just hold that in case there's some volatility spike in the market. And then I have, I bought a put. I bought a QQQ put, and it expires on Friday. I paid, I got it for $7.11. But towards the end of the day, it was at $7.74. And so this put had gone up while, the put cost me about $700. So it's worth $774 before the market opens today. So if the NASDAQ crashes, I'm making money on this put to offset some of my losses on the QQQ contracts. That way, if we have a near-term correction in the Qs, I'll make money on this put. I'll take a profit there. I will have lost on my contracts, but then that'll just kind of help me ride out the little pullback in the NASDAQ, and hopefully then we'll go further higher. Now what I did, since we continued lower on Tuesday in the NASDAQ, which I expected the way the market was trading that day. And so right before the close of the market, I sold an out-of-the-money put. And so I sold this out-of-the-money put so that way I would I would have a positive theta decay. So that way theta is working in my favor. So this contract that I sold out of the money, this put that I sold out of the money, is going to decay and make up for any decay in the money put. So that out of the money put is going to decay, and more than likely it's going to expire worthless. So that'll be $175 that I'll capture there to offset any losses that I have from my protective put that I paid $774 for. So really, that put, the most I could lose on that protective put is $600. From the spread, I could lose $600. It's not likely to happen. The Qs would have to go from 335 to 343. That's quite a climb for this put to become worthless by Friday. We're talking 2 days. So I doubt if we'll see a jump like that. If we do, I'll make so much on my futures contracts that that'll certainly offset any losses in my protective put. So that that's more of the story. Now that I have another account that I purchase stocks and options with, and so I can hedge some of my futures trades. And that's why, you have to be aware that there could be more going on with someone's account who's trading online and sharing. They may be sharing how they're doing in one account with you while they have, offsetting positions in another account that they simply keep private. And, just keep that in mind before you just blindly follow someone who you may not know online and follow their trades and then decide that you're going to trade that in a similar manner or attempt to copy their trades. And then, when you fall on your face, if you fall on your face, you may do well, but if you don't, things don't work out, you got to realize that they may not be putting up the same risk, or they may have things going on that you're not aware of that may be not making their trades risky at all. So just keep that in mind. Okay, that's the end of my update. I'm gonna get ready for the trading day. Good luck, everyone.